यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम। सृष्ट्वा पुराणि विविधान्यजयात्मशक्त्या वृक्षान् सरीसृप पशून् खगदंशमत्स्यान् तैस्तैरतुष्टहृदयः पुरुषं विधाय ब्रह्मावबोधधिषणं मुदमापदेवः। Arjuna had decided that he won't participate in the war against the Kauravas and set aside his bows and arrows. Thereafter, Lord Krishna laughed off at Arjuna and began to console him. He said, "It is worthless to worry about the Atma, which is Nitya and Anadi. Neither the Atma is born nor it can be killed. So you need not worry about the souls, Atmas of Bhishma, Drona and other relatives. The mortal bodies of all the relatives such as Bhishma, Drona and others and other people also is born one day and will perish today or tomorrow." Krishna said, "O Arjuna, even if you don't kill these Bhishma, Drona and other relatives, they will die one or another day. They cannot live in this world with this mortal body. So, it is not wise to worry about both Atma and Deha. Yam hinau yathayantyete purusham purusharashabha samadukha sukham dhiram somritatvaya kalpate." Krishna says to Arjuna, the contact between organs and their objects will affect only a layman, not a wise man. So, the one who gains self-realization, Atma-jnana, and God-realization, Paramatma-jnana, will be able to attain salvation, moksha. He can live in this world considering both sukha and dukkha, pleasures and pains equally. And after completing his sadhana achievements, he will reach the endless place and position of Lord Almighty. In this sloka, a word is used, Purusha. Purusha means both male and female. It is known to us that the word Pura means a city. The bodies of all the souls are considered as Puras, Pattanas in Shastra. Puram ekadashadvaram ajasya vaktachetasah anusthaya nashochate vimuktascha vimuchyate, says the Kathopanishad. All the cities or all the forts which are habited by its citizens have so many entrances or dwaras. In the same way, our body has 9 entrances, Navadwaras, such as 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, and 2 holes for excretion, and 1 navel. Sometimes these entrances are added with 2 more holes, such as the holes of breasts. So, totally 9 or 11 randhas, holes, the entrances are there in our body. So, the city of our body, which has 9 or 11 entrances, originally belongs to the Almighty, who is Avakrachetas, the one having a mind that is not crooked, whereas we, the other souls, have Vakrachetas, we have a crooked mind, and because of that crooked mind, we consider that city as our own. When we realize that fundamentally this city belongs to the Supreme Being, we will be able to attain salvation. So, the body is a city, Pura, and the soul who is there in this body is named Purusha, no matter whether he is a Stri or Purusha. Basically, the word Purusha denotes the Lord, who has both the forms of a male and female. And it is himself who independently is there in this body. The word Purusha can be interpreted in another way also to denote the Supreme Being. Purnatvat Purusha Smritaha. The Lord is named Purusha as he is a complete being. So, fundamentally, the word Purusha denotes the Lord himself, as he is there independently in this body and he is a complete person. The other souls which are there in this body dependently are also named Purushas. The body of human beings is named Purusha in Bhagavata, as compared to the bodies of all other creatures, it is the most suitable instrument in gaining self and God realization. So says the Bhagavata shloka, Srishtva Purani Vividhani Ajaya Atmashaktya. The Lord created so many creatures in this universe with his great power. Those creatures included Vriksha, the trees or plants, Sarisrupa, the reptiles, Pashu, animals, Khaga, birds, Damsha, insects, Matsya, fishes. But he was not satisfied with the creation of all these beings, says Bhagavata. Taistai ratushta hridayaha. Because all those creatures were fundamentally not gifted with the capacity of attaining self and God realization. Actually, as long as the power of body and the organs, such as sensual organs and organs of action, are considered, they are stronger than the mankind. The birds, such as eagles, can see even a distant thing which a human being cannot. So many other creatures, such as dogs and others, grasp even a smallest variety of sound. It is known to all of us that the dogs and other animals can differentiate between so many types of smells. Elephants and some other creatures are bigger than human beings as long as their body is considered, and the human beings cannot consume the quantity of food that can be consumed by those animals. There are so many beautiful varieties of birds and fishes in this world. Even after so many efforts of beautifying himself, the human being cannot overcome those birds, fishes, and other creatures as long as the beauty is considered. Nobody has taught the cuckoos and mynas the art of singing, but they can sing more melodiously than any other learned musician. There are so many other big creatures in the oceans, such as sharks, whales, and others. As long as the strength, power of body and organs is considered, the human beings cannot overcome those creatures. But the only capacity given to him by the Lord Himself is the intelligence. Because of only that intelligence, he has the capacity of understanding this physical world and the spiritual world as well. It is known to us the light is the fastest thing of this universe, but the thoughts or the meditations, which can be called chintana, are really faster than the light. So, because of his capacity of grasping and analyzing the things, the man can try his level best to attain the realization and consequently get liberation. Purusham vidhaya brahmavabodhatishanam mudamapa devaha. The Creator created the human beings and remained satisfied. It is said in a Sanskrit Subhashita, Ahara Nidra Bhaya Maithunani Samanyametat Pashubhirnaranam Jnanam tu tesha madhiko visheshaha jnanena hinaha pashubhihi samanaha. There are some common things between human beings and other creatures that are ahara, food, nidra, sleep, bhaya, fear, and maithuna, the capacity of reproduction. If the human beings remain satisfied in getting food, sleeping, and reproducing, what is the difference? What will be the difference between other creatures and human beings? Jnanam tu tesham adhiko visheshaha. The knowledge, jnana, is the most important feature that can be found in human beings. But the human beings who don't try to attain the realization or spiritual knowledge are nothing but animals. It can be remembered here, atra aharartham karma kuryadanindhyam. One should do his duty for the sake of earning one's bread. The bread or food should be consumed for living, which means one should consume food to live, not one should live to consume food. So, eating is only to live, and to live is for tattva jijnasa. The life of all of us is to attain self and God realization. And the purpose of getting self realization is to attain salvation. So, the basic and topmost purpose of this life is to attain salvation. For salvation, one should get self and God realization. For that realization or knowledge, one should live with a healthy mind and body, and for that health, one needs food, and for the food, one should do one's duty. So, Krishna says, the Purusha, no matter whether he is a male or female, who is dhira, a courageous person, can consider both pains and pleasures of this life equally and get salvation. So, Krishna says, O Arjuna, you become a Purusha, knowledgeable man, and Purusharashabha, the greatest among knowledgeable men. नासतो विद्यते भावः नाभावो विद्यते सतः उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तः त्वनयोः तत्त्वदर्शिभिः. No happiness can be got from bad deeds, and there is no sorrow from good deeds as well. A long tradition of knowledgeable men of this universe has seen this truth and propagating the same to next generations. In this shloka, the word asat means bad deeds, and bhava means pleasure, and abhava means sorrow, and sat means good deeds. The word asat and sat can be interpreted in another way also. The word sat means the Supreme Being, Brahma, because the word sat denotes all the attributes, and the word asat means prakriti, the nature which mothers this entire universe. Both Brahma or Paramapurusha and Prakriti are not born by anybody and will not perish one day. All the mortal bodies of all the beings of the universe, of this universe, are created by that nature. The bodies and other things, other physical things, the physical bodies and physical things will perish one day, but not the original cause, that is Prakriti. Krishna says, O Arjuna, all these physical bodies and physical things are created to perish one or another day unavoidably. So it is worthless to grieve for their death or loss. Let us see what Krishna says to Arjuna further in our next episode.